He is the CTO and COO of CS Soft Solutions, which is a multi-crore company related to IT and software based in Mohali. He has been associated with the company since its inception years and has built the company when there was just 50 employees and now it has 500 employees. It has served 25 plus countries and given solutions ranging across the world. So he is the best person who can guide us related to startups. So we will discuss multiple aspects related to this. So let me introduce our guest, Mr. Vajinder Pal sir. Job versus startup sir. Job करे या startup? So sir, recently एक बार एक पॉडकास्ट में निखिल कमात हैड फेमसली सेड कि सर अगर कोई 25 साल की उम्र में MBA कर रहा है तो इट्स अ वेस्ट. Then there are a lot of people say कि like BTech करने के बाद there are no jobs in the market.
In my personal opinion, colleges are dead. If you're 25 and going to MBA college today, you must be some kind of idiot.
But if you really want to create something, generational wealth, then definitely startup is something you can do.
There are around 1.5 lakh startups, out of which 90% fail within 5 years.
Or even new hirees as well. Initially, we should hire for the vision and train for the skills.
So there were 5 people, then eventually 50 people, and now it's a team of 500 people, sir.
Yeah.
So firstly, sir, I would like to understand, sir, how this human resource talent acquisition is taken up. What are the prospects? What are the key things which any hiring company sees before they hire anyone?
फंडिंग ऑब्वियसली किसी भी बिजनेस के लिए उसकी लाइफलाइन है. विदाउट फंडिंग सर्वाइव नहीं कर सकता. ये डिसाइड करना कि वो फंडिंग पहली बात किससे लेनी है और कब लेनी है, दोनों ही बड़े क्रिटिकल स्टेज. ठीक है ना.
जैसे ही स्टार्टअप शुरू हुआ तो द स्ट्रगल स्टार्ट्स की पहले के 5 क्लाइंट्स कहाँ से लाए, 10 क्लाइंट्स कहाँ से लाए. स्टार्टअप को लेके थोड़ा सा ग्लैमराइजेशन है इन द करंट सिनेरियोज. मल्टीपल शोज है, शार्क टैंक इंडिया, मल्टीपल शोज अभी चलते हैं. पीपल लव इट, आई पर्सनली ऑल्सो लव इट. एवरीवन इज इंटरेस्टेड इन सीइंग हाउ दिस थिंग. सो इट्स अ सोर्स ऑफ मोटिवेशन ऑल्सो. बट द ग्लैमराइजेशन, मतलब एवरी थर्ड फोर्थ पर्सन इज लाइक कि हमें फाउंडर बनना है. द टैग ऑफ फाउंडर दे नीड.
If you love your coffee in the morning with the family and want to spend your beautiful weekends with your family and friends, don't forget about the startup.
Hello and welcome to Story Stitch Digital. So today we are having our second podcast and the topic of podcast today is startups. Startups को लेके काफ़ी सारे notions हैं मार्केट में. कैसे स्टार्टअप्स बनाना है, क्या प्रॉब्लम्स होता है स्टार्टअप्स में, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में क्या दिक्कत आती है. सो वी विल डिस्कस ऑल निटिग्रिटीज रिलेटेड टू इट. बिफोर वी स्टार्ट दिस पॉडकास्ट, व्हेन वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट स्टार्टअप्स, लेट मी कोट अ फेमस पर्सन, Mr. Ratan Tata, who famously said that he doesn't take successful decisions, he takes decisions and make them successful. So उनसे बढ़िया स्टार्टअप की दुनिया में कौन ही नाम हो सकता है. तो गोइंग अहेड, आज के पॉडकास्ट में वी हैव अ पर्सन जिनके बारे में आई विल गिव यू अ ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन. ही इज़ द CTO and COO of CS Soft Solutions, which is a multi-crore company related to IT and software based in Mohali. He has been associated with the company since its inception years and has built the company when there was just 50 employees and now it has 500 employees. It has served 25 plus countries and given solutions ranging across the world. So he is the best person who can guide us related to startups. So we will discuss multiple aspects related to this. So let me introduce our guest, Mr. Vajinder Pal sir. Welcome, sir.
Hi, good morning.
Hello, sir. So, sir will be guiding us through various nitty-gritties. हम startups को लेके काफ़ी सारे notions देखते हैं market में. This is probably because of the glamorization. Probably जो stats है market में, multiple quotes सुनते हैं, multiple चीज़ें देखते हैं, TVs में multiple shows देखते हैं. But is startup a really easy ball game? तो इसके related हम सर से बात करेंगे. तो सर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वेलकम टू द पॉडकास्ट.
थैंक यू.
सर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो है हमारे साइड से, किसी भी एक कोई भी लेमैन पर्सन को जो दिक्कत होती है जानने में, जॉब वर्सेस स्टार्टअप. सर जॉब करे या स्टार्टअप करे, क्योंकि स्टार्टअप के बारे में बहुत ग्लैमराइज्ड चीज़ें हैं, जॉब्स के बारे में भी मल्टीपल फैक्टर्स है सर. तो दोनों का अगर सर आप एक दो प्रोज एंड कॉन्स आप बता सकते हो सर.
देखिए, बोथ suits different personalities, right? If you want to enjoy, I might be making some controversial statements, if that's okay with you.
Yes, sir.
If you want to really enjoy your life, in early you want a life balance as well, then go for a job.
Sir.
But if you really want to create something, generational wealth, then definitely startup is something you can do. And another thing is that what you enjoy most, right? If you enjoy whatever the startup idea you have, then definitely you need not to work even for a single day, because what you are doing is a hobby. And if you are converting that hobby to something credible, something real world problem solution, then definitely your startup would be successful. So it's altogether different for every personality, but startup have its own charm, to be honest. That you work for initial few years, then you definitely create something, and you can always associate with that yes, this is a sense of achievement on my side. Job may or may not give you that kind of satisfaction.
Sir. So, sir, as you have rightly pointed out, startup has its own charm. Yeah. There are certain stats, sir, I would like to quote, among which one says that there are around 1.5 lakh startups, out of which 90% fail within 5 years. Only 10% of it is able to sustain beyond a 5 years gap. Right. So why is that so, sir? What is the difficulty which startup face in its initial days?
Amazing question. A little tricky as well.
Sir.
But yes, there are some safeguards which we need to take in a startup journey. First of all, what is your reason for starting the startup or starting something of your own? Whether it's just a kind of fancy word that everyone is doing startup, I need to be an entrepreneur and let's do that entrepreneurship. If that's your thing and that's why you are entering into that might not be the right reason. So typically, the three things which usually people miss into this startup. Whatever the startup idea you have, whether it's resolving real world problem or not, that is the biggest catch. If it's just for the sake of doing startup, we are doing startup and we haven't validated the idea whether it's solving the real world problem or not, whether there would be real takers of those that startup or the product or the service offering, then that make a lot of sense to jump into that. If not, then you need to think otherwise. Right. Second one is cost management. Right. Initially, you may have access to the infinite, funding, or maybe self-funded, or some VCs are there, or there are a lot of other advisors as well. You are willing to, put on money onto that as well. How tightly you can control that kind of spending in initial years when you are actually validating your idea, you are going to the market and finding it out whether the real takers for your product or the service offerings are there or not, then you need to take a control of your funding at that time. Third, very crucial aspect, who you are bringing on board with you, that means team building. So whatever the startup idea it is, whether the kind of team is just your friends and you are keeping them just because you know them and or they are very impressive and that's why you are bringing him, and may or may not be kind of contributing to the product idea.
Oh.
Or maybe, you are replicating the same-minded or similar kind of personalities as well as the skill set into the team or the founder teams, then definitely they may or may not add value to the kind of startup. Ideal team is the perfect mix. The one with the energy or the kind of India who is the driving force. Another who do have the grounded approach, who can, control your budget, who can control the kind of timing of your spendings as well, and decide that, okay, what spendings we can avoid and what spendings are very much necessary. Whether it's right time to scale or burn kind of funds onto the scale without validating the idea, whether its acceptability is there, how we are behaving at, whether we are going back to the chalkboard as well and reinventing what we have done. So that person is critically important. So team composition is very, as we said, in any startup or even new hirees as well. Initially, we should hire for the vision and train for the skills.
Right, sir.
So that we can do.
Right, sir.
So these are the three major things which I think that the startup, if they kind of take a tight control over there, that
Sir.
would make a lot of difference.
Sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, as you have highlighted the requirement of good foundation, human resource people initially,
Yeah.
Since you were with CSsoft since its inception days,
Yeah.
so initially there were, as we were discussing before also, there were 5 people, then eventually 50 people, and now it's a team of 500 people, sir.
Yeah.
So firstly, sir, I would like to understand, sir, how this human resource talent acquisition is taken up. What are the prospects? What are the key things which any hiring company sees before they hire anyone? And how important are they in building a startup, sir?
No, again, for the startup as well, like the second point which I mentioned, that startup need to be take care of the control of the budget as well.
Mm-hmm.
And when we say the control of the budget, what does it mean? That don't bring in the lot of liabilities with you at the initial years.
Sir.
Even though the kind of long-term commitments, if you are making long-term financial commitment, whether that how the idea would roll out, you are not sure about that, then if you can avoid that and instead you can pay on the kind of contract basis or something like that, do that. So the hiring in the startup are 2 type of hirings. I'll associate that with hiring. One is the founder members,
right?
The founding team. That is the kind of selection that when we are bringing on the board as well, that those were the permanent members, and that the criteria for them is different. Then the founding team, other than the founding team, there is the employees as well, employee hirings. Initially, we usually go with the kind of contractors or the contractor mode, and whosoever, or kind of performance based as well, and whosoever fits well, then definitely we will bring them board for the vision as well. So we see that one person might be kind of very good technically, but he may or may not be aligned with the company vision as well. So he may be contributing, he may not be contributing at later stage. So we need to be little careful on that as well. So as we grow as a business, we keep on changing our strategies on hiring as well, and as the demand occurs.
Right, sir. So, sir, you have mentioned about the funding concept.
Yeah.
Here also there is one stat which says that in India, VC funding has recently dropped by 17% and seed funding also by 30%.
Perfect.
So, is there too much of a rush, sir, that founders initial days पे बहुत जल्दी वो जा रहे fundings उठाने के लिए, and people जो funding persons है वो reject कर रहे हैं. तो सर ये funding कब लेना चाहिए, and how is it impactful in the growth of business, sir?
Funding obviously किसी भी बिजनेस के लिए उसकी लाइफलाइन है. विदाउट फंडिंग सर्वाइव नहीं कर सकता. ये डिसाइड करना कि वो फंडिंग पहली बात किससे लेनी है और कब लेनी है, दोनों ही बड़े क्रिटिकल स्टेज हैं. ठीक है ना. कब लेनी है से भी बजाय किससे लेनी है, ये बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है. राइट. वेदर द पर्सन यू आर ब्रिंगिंग इन the funding will contribute other than the funding as well or it's just funding and not contributing from the skill perspective or the market outreach perspective or his experience perspective. That is the critical question to answer, right? So अगर लेट्स अज्यूम इसका बेस्ट तरीका आंसर करने का ये होगा कि अगर मुझे एक स्टार्टअप जैसे जो CS सॉफ्ट में हम करते भी हैं, तो हमारा वन लाइन ऑफ बिजनेस ये है कि हम इनिशियल आइडियाज़ जो कॉन्सेप्चुअल आइडियाज़ होते हैं उसके कॉन्सेप्ट से मार्केट रेडी प्रोडक्ट बनाते हैं। तो हमारे पास बहुत सारे कनेक्शंस ऐसे होते हैं और ऐसी कंटिन्यूसली हमारे पास रिक्वेस्ट आती हैं जहाँ पर हम उनको हैंड होल्डिंग सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रहे होते हैं। तो वहाँ पर अगर मुझे फंडिंग लेनी होगी, लेट्स अज्यूम आई एम पुटिंग माई सेल्फ इनटू दोज शूज़, तो मैं इनिशियल में सेल्फ फंडिंग में बिलीव करूँगा, राइट? रीज़न बीइंग इट गिव यू द क्रिएटिव फ्रीडम, बिकॉज लाइक आई मेंशन्ड अर्लियर, अगर हम इस बिजनेस में अपनी क्रिएटिविटी के लिए, अपने पैशन के लिए एंटर किए हैं, एंड वी आर रियली पैशनेट अबाउट द प्रॉब्लम वी आर सॉल्विंग और द प्रोडक्ट वी आर ऑफरिंग, then definitely you are the best one to judge where or in which direction I need to take this business into. And if anyone who's bringing in the money from outside, it's most of the time it's like that they will interfere into your creative freedom or your direction of the company as well. So try to avoid that as much as possible. Second thing, even for the venture capitalist as well, if you are not able to, or if you are not convinced with your idea that you want to put your own money into that business, how you are expecting the other person to bring in his own money? Right. So if you are convinced and you have the conviction that yes, this idea will actually solve the purpose, then definitely you will bring your own money as well, and you will drive it to the success as well, and all of the funding and the person would actually enter into that. Stage is that why we need funding once the idea is market ready, market accepted, or the first initial takers are there and you have proven your concept, then that would be the right stage to scale it. But that also in a gradual way. Don't rush into this. Don't rush that okay, I'll create a unicorn within 6 months. So don't follow for those traps. So that's my advice.
Right, sir. Right. So, sir, you had pointed out about delivery of services.
Yeah.
जब मैं आपसे बात कर रहा था personally, sir, you had shared one beautiful line where you mentioned that clients at an initial level ask for a guarantee. तो आपने बताया था कि there is no guarantee in a person, the guarantee should be in a process.
That was offline discussion. Why you are bringing it? Okay.
तो sir,
interesting one.
तो it's a learning, sir. It's a learning for all people कि process में guarantee होना चाहिए.
Sure.
तो lot of people, sir, they struggle to get their initial first 5-10 clients.
Yeah.
जैसे ही startup शुरू हुआ, तो the struggle starts कि पहले के 5 clients कहाँ से लाए, 10 clients कहाँ से लाए. तो where जहाँ पे ये founders या entrepreneurs यहाँ पे stuck कर गए, sir, उनके लिए आपका क्या suggestion रहेगा, sir?
Go back to chalkboard.
So,
what does it mean? If you are not able to bring the first 5 customers, that means your market research or your product or your service offering is not validated by the market. Don't go for the initial marketing automation or like anyone can advise you, okay, I can bring in, good customer base for you. I'll do these marketing activities and they will bring in these pipelines and we will create funnels and we will do some automation for them. Don't go for that.
sir.
When you are starting a business, if you are convinced and have the conviction that yes, this business would work, you will automatically have at least 5 to 10 ready customer, the paying customer. Another thing, there is a trap. What trap it is? Don't fall in the trap. Okay, the 5 of those initial customer, 2 are my family members. Okay, 3 are my good friends.
Sir.
Right? And I do have the 5 and I cleared that, the threshold. Only non-paying customers will give you very polite feedback. That will not solve the purpose for initial. Sorry to say that.
Right, sir.
Whereas the paying customer, The condition is the first 5 customer who are taking your idea or taking your product or the service should be the paying one, and whosoever is paying will give you a very hard time, very tough time to give you feedback. He will be ruthless, giving the feedback, and that will improvise, that will improve your product or service offering. So that's my advice. Then
Sir.
bring in the customer, and this is the beautiful way to kind of validate your product or the service offering.
Right, sir.
Right.
Right, sir. Absolutely. Sir, startup को लेके थोड़ा सा glamorization है in the current scenarios. Multiple shows है, Shark Tank India, multiple shows अभी चलते हैं. People love it. I personally also love it. Everyone is interested in seeing how these things. So it's a source of motivation also. But the glamorization, मतलब every third, fourth person is like कि हमें founder बनना है. The tag of founder they need. तो सर हाउ डेंजरस इट इज़, मतलब इस ग्लैमराइजेशन को कैसे अवॉइड करके थोड़ा लॉजिकली जाए सर?
देखिए, जैसे हम पहले भी डिस्कस कर रहे थे कि इसके पीछे लॉजिक थे, आपका रीज़न क्या है फाउंडर बनने के पीछे. इफ़ इट्स जस्ट अ टैग लाइन, डोंट गो फॉर इट, प्लीज़ डोंट गो फॉर इट. इफ़ यू आर लुकिंग फॉर द टैग लाइन that okay, Mr. So and so, Mr. Vajinder Pal Singh is the founder of this so and so company, or Pratyush is founder for so and so company, then that tagline will not help you. Like you have given the data, then you may not survive initial 5. Forget about 5 years.
Sir.
Initial 1 year.
1 year.
Right.
Right, sir.
If you love your coffee in the morning with the family and want to spend your beautiful weekends with your family and friends, don't forget about the startup. Right,
sir.
Startup require a lot of energy and passion as well. That the passion which actually force you to work over the weekends as well, work whole night as well if needed be. And there is not a single sign of tiring or the tiredness at your face. Whenever your family is actually looking at you, they are seeing bubbling, enjoying the person. That means you are into the right track. That means whatever you are working, whatever the startup you are working is actually you are driven by the passion.
Sir.
So that's the trick.
Sir.
Yeah.
Right,
so
sir.
if you love your love your evenings, then go for the job, don't go for the founder. But yes, if you really passionate about your idea. And another catch as well, as mentioned, that passion also need to be validated by the external parties.
Sir.
Not about yourself only.
Sir.
Right? I might be passionate about badminton.
Sir.
Then if I take the kind of business out of or maybe skiing, and I'm opening a skiing resort in India,
Sir.
then you know how much taker there might be, right?
Right, sir. So it should be some passion.
Validated. Be logical.
Sir.
Don't blindly jump into that. Okay, I'm passionate. Good. Validation, market validation. No, sorry. Right. Have the funding, have the persistence, have the courage to be kind of jobless for next 3 years.
Sir.
Maybe paying very less to yourself.
Sir.
And you are okay with that, your family is okay with that, go for it.
Right, sir.
Sky is the limit in that case.
Right, sir, right. So, sir, coming to the AI models, abhi market is booming in terms of artificial intelligence. Lot of debates happening. Employees are getting laid off. People are, reducing their workforce.
Yeah.
But on a contrary, AI startups have seen a 600 million rise in recent times.
Right.
So AI startups are booming, and simultaneously a lot of layoffs are happening in terms of human resource.
Right.
So sir, when a company like yours, when you hire, as you are also the CEO of the company, when you guys look at hiring, do you see the AI skills in a person? Like how do you judge them? And also, sir, how do you integrate AI in your day-to-day activities, sir?
AI is a new, revolution, sir. I must say. There is no denying that. And if someone is saying, no, AI is a hype or this will go, no, it's not. It's a reality.
Sir.
It's harsh truth as well. But we need to look at that what kind of job AI is replacing.
Sir.
What kind of things which AI is taking. That's very critical to look at.
Right, sir.
Right? Original thinker will always be in demand. Experience cannot be replaced. Maybe kind of, the experience or the kind of situation AI is still in future. What would happen, like, there is always a new tool coming up. Whenever you are wake up, you know that okay, the landscape for the AI tools has changed. So जो AI replacements भी हो रही हैं, तो उसमें एजेंटिक या ये वो है, तो वो वहाँ पर ही हो रही है जहाँ पर ऑपरेशनल रिडंडेंसी थी, राइट. लाइक वहाँ पर जो है अभी इमीडिएट जो इम्पैक्ट आ रहा है, या जहाँ पर जो है आप सिंपल फॉलो कर रहे हैं गिवन सेट ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शंस के, जैसे डेवलपर सबसे पहले रिप्लेस कौन हो रहे हैं? डेवलपर, राइट. रीजन बीइंग द डेवलपर भी कौन से वाले, राइट, जो खुद से सब्जेक्ट मैटर एक्सपर्ट नहीं है, या खुद से कॉन्सेप्ट ये नहीं डिसाइड कर पा रहे वट एवर आई एम बिल्डिंग वेदर इट विल सॉल्व द क्लाइंट्स प्रॉब्लम और नॉट, राइट. Those developers, not the one who are original thinkers, right? So हम भी जिस AI या जिस obviously AI skills are like, whenever we are hiring new guys, we are looking for the AI skills, but what kind of hiring we are making? Who are either AI experts and who are subject matter expert with the exposure of AI tools as well. So that's the hiring which we are doing, and market is actually evolving based upon that as well. They are rightly into the correction phase, I must say, right? There were certain jobs which they were doing just kind of mundane tasks as well. Initially, the kind of AI is replacing, and eventually they are coming into the critical and the creative roles as well. And AI is doing beautiful things about that as well,
right, sir.
Saving the time as well. Then now the boom is because AI help the developers to deliver more and beautiful and stable products than kind of a human developers were doing, and much quickly.
Right, sir. So you can say, sir, that AI is coming out hard, sir, in
very
current
hard,
scenario.
yeah.
Sir,
there's no denying it.
Sir. So sir, recently एक बार एक पॉडकास्ट में निखिल कमात हैड फेमसली सेड कि सर अगर कोई 25 साल की उम्र में MBA कर रहा है तो इट्स अ वेस्ट. then there are a lot of people say कि like BTech करने के बाद there are no jobs in the market. तो ये सब चीज़ें चलती रहती है सर मार्केट में. MBA मतलब it has become a routine thing. लोग MBA कर रहे हैं, BTech कर रहे हैं, that's a routine thing and going to the job circle. And फिर भी वो मिनिमल एक पे के साथ वो काम कर रहे हैं सर. तो सर एज अ कंपनीज टॉप मैनेजमेंट आप सर क्या सजेस्ट करते हो सर टू द यंग यूथ सर? व्हाट हाउ शुड दे डिफाइन देयर कैरियर, हाउ शुड दे चूज इट?
Again, it's applicable on the person, that whether he's passionate first, the kind of education he's taking, and what is the force behind it. Whether they are doing those education just for the kind of looking, okay, everyone is doing engineering and I need to do engineering, whether I like the coding or not, whether I like the conceptualization of the idea or not, still they are into the engineering field. I don't like people, I'm not a good people manager, right? if someone is say, and he is doing MBA into this HR, then what kind of HR he would be, right? I don't like kind of. So first thing which I'll look into the person is whether the kind of his education is in line with the personality traits or not. Right? If that's there, and definitely he will do wonders. If not, then I'm not sure what kind of developers. Again, the vision is very important.
Right. So sir, it should be driven by vision, passion, and strategic planning.
Strategic planning.
Right, sir. Sir, coming to the end of our podcast, again, one stat I would like to quote. Tier 1 cities, जैसे Bangalore, Delhi, they have more unicorns as compared to Tier 2 or Tier 3 cities, sir. तो अगर किसी को कुछ बनाना है सर, entrepreneurship में जाना है, and if they want to, grow their company, is it really necessary to be in this Tier 1 cities, or they can Tier 2 or 3 cities also have their own advantage? जैसे सर आपका कंपनी itself based in मोहाली, चंडीगढ़, तो क्या एडवांटेज और डिसएडवांटेज रह सकता है सर ऐसे सिनेरियो में?
देखिए, पहला क्वेश्चन तो ये है कि फॉर द स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम वेदर वी शुड गो फॉर द Tier 1 और Tier 2, देयर आर मल्टीपल क्राइटेरियाज बेस्ड अपॉन विच वी कैन से दैट वेयर वी वुड ऑपरेट फ्रॉम. इनिशियल स्टार्टअप के लिए एक चीज़ जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है वो होती है कनेक्शंस, राइट, नेटवर्किंग.
So,
right connection, finding the right talent as well. So
Sure.
wherever that right talent is there, then definitely you should go for there,
Sure.
right? जहाँ पर tier 1 city का जो है clear advantage मिलता है, but at the same time tier 1 cities or these kind of मार्केट हो जो जॉब मार्केट जो ऑलरेडी बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सप्लॉइट हो चुकी हैं और बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपोजर है वहाँ पर, दे डू हैव देयर ओन चैलेंजेस, right? Like employee retention. You know that every average employee retention into those company is just kind of 1 year or even lesser than that.
Right.
Whereas tier 2 cities offer better employee stability as well as the retention and work-life balance as for employees as well.
So-
Like Chandigarh, it's coming up very well.
So,
You name big firms which are going to the, instead of the going for the tier 1 cities, they are moving towards tier 2 cities as well. There are recent reports regarding that as well. I can give you offline as well, all those report references as
Right,
well,
right.
that the kind of businesses are moving towards tier 2 cities for those advantages.
so,
Another is the cost advantage. So initially, depending upon the product or the service offering you are giving, how much I already mentioned that the cost control or that kind of budget control is very critical initially here for the startups as well. If you go into the tier 1 cities, then definitely you
Sir.
will burn a lot of cash so quickly.
so,
Tier 2 city will give you that price advantage.
right, sir.
And from the employee perspective as well, employee stability as well.
So both have their own
Pros
set
and
of-
cons. It basically that would be better if we exemplify it with the kind of business.
Sure.
If you give me example, okay, what about this kind of business, whether it will survive onto the tier 1 city or tier 2 city, then I'll be in a better position to comment on that.
Right. So it's business centric and also has its own pros and cons.
Yes.
Sir, since you mentioned about network, I famously remember a quote by Warren Buffett. He had said that your net worth is your network.
Exactly.
तो जहाँ पे भी नेटवर्क बनता है सर, इट्स बेटर कि वी स्टार्ट डेवलपिंग फ्रॉम देयर सर.
Right.
So, sir, the last questions from our side, sir. We have had an elaborate discussion related to startups, founders, कैसे करना है, everything mostly we have covered. Our last question is a little bit philosophical. थोड़ा सा मतलब I would like to take you back probably some years behind, जहाँ पे probably if you are 25 currently. So as a young 25 years old, if you had to come up as a founder or entrepreneur, or you have to chalk out your entire roadmap in your career, what would that be, sir?
Wow, amazing. As 25 years, I'll try to hire people based upon their vision, right? And I'll be quick in taking decisions as well. One thing I must say that I want to change from my past is that we waited for things to work for a very long time. Wherever, if you think that yes, we are failing, fail it very fast. Right? Don't waste time on that. Take the decision. Take the decision very quickly. Don't linger it on. Right? Don't expect that okay, things will work automatically. That's the one thing I must say is we need to be very focused on. And another thing is don't just jump onto the one idea that okay. Another thing, don't try to do multiple things at a single time. Instead, if I need to restart something, I'll start something one very niche area, work on it, bring it to the success, and then expand around that, scale it around that. Instead of doing multiple right things, I'll try to do one right thing and skip rest of them.
So
That's
right,
yeah.
sir. That's really wonderful, sir. So,
you.
sir, first of all, a heartful thank you because you shared so much insights about your long career, and I'm very hopeful that our audience will get to learn a lot of things. And I hope all the queries related to startup, entrepreneurship, building a career in this field has been answered. I am very sure कि जो सर ने हमें experience share किया for anyone, any young person, including me, we can learn a lot of things. Like instead of making the mistakes ourselves, we can probably learn from the seniors and go ahead in the curve. So that was a wonderful insights from sir. And please do let us know any other topic which you would like to listen from this podcast. Do comment below and stay tuned for the next episode as well. Thank you.